Hey guys, welcome back. Before we get started, I did want to say that I noticed we hit 500 subscribers, which is a huge deal. I know it might not be a big deal to a lot of people, but to me it is. So thank you so much. If you haven't already, I'd love for you to subscribe to my channel. If you're new here, then welcome. My name is Claudia. I garden in Portland, Oregon. That's zone 8B. And yeah, I just, every morning I get up and I look at my channel and I just see, it growing a little bit by little bit. And it's just like the most exciting time of or moment of my day. So thank you so much for supporting me. So today we're doing part 2 of our planting flowering perennials in our front garden. In our last video we planted some I wanted to add some color to one of our beds. So today we're going to be doing that to the other bed. And to be honest, I'm completely contemplating that whole bed, and I'll show you guys why. But I did pick up some really beautiful colorful flowers today that I'm going to be adding to that area. But let me get behind my camera. Let me show you the plants that I picked up and kind of show you the layout and kind of what I have in mind, and then we'll get started. So I am going to be adding some annuals over here just to add a little bit more color to this area. I went ahead and took out that Angelina sedum that was over there, and I showed it to you guys before. It was such a random, I don't know what I was thinking. It was just such a random place to put it. But we will add some of the new annuals that I picked up today. Let's swoop around here. So I will add these just 3 of the Austriospermum. Look at how gorgeous these are. Let me get you guys the name of these. So these are a spider purple one. And they're an annual, but they're just so beautiful. I think they're gonna really grow in really nicely in this area. Okay, so I will just add another Cosmo right here, just for it to have a little bit more color in this area. Now this Hebe right here in the center is looking a little bit sad, so I think I'm gonna take it out. I'm gonna put it in a nursery can like I did with our some of our other perennials. And I'm gonna also take out the salvia back there just because I don't think there's enough room and it's just getting swallowed alive by this red twig dogwood. So let's take out the salvia. Let's put in another Invincible Ruby hydrangea over here. We'll cut these bloom spikes down from this Marmalade heuchera, which is just thriving. We'll leave the sedums alone for today. Okay, so let's talk about this area. Last night I was just thinking and thinking, like, I don't know what I want to do, but I think I do want to change out this whole area. So we just planted all of this last year, but like I told you guys before, I get so like antsy and bored sometimes with, some plants or just kind of the location of them. So I'm thinking what I would like to do in this area is take out the clematis, and if we do end up leaving the structure, then putting in 2 jasmines. Just because although I do love this clematis, it only flowers in the springtime, and then it just kind of does this for the rest of the year. So I don't know. I just don't think it's working out, and I would rather have something during the summertime than springtime, just because we have so many tulips in this bed. So I think like that should be the the star of the show. And although this is beautiful and I do love it, and maybe we'll try to replant it somewhere in the back, I think a jasmine would just look so beautiful. And I do have I have a couple that are evergreen that we can drop in over here. So if we end up keeping the structure, so that's option 1, keep the structure, put the jasmines in. And now all of the plants down here I do want to remove. I'm thinking that we will put like maybe some white hydrangeas. I don't know what variety yet, but whichever one can tolerate sun, because this area does get some afternoon sun. So I do want to put like maybe some hydrangeas in here, and then maybe just like some more white flowers or purple flowers or peachy flowers. That's kind of the vibe I'm going with. Let me know what you guys think. Like, what should we do? But I definitely don't want to tackle this on this year just because we have so many projects in the back. Now over here, when I showed you this area in our previous video, there was a purple salvia in here, and I did take it out just because I wanted to see how this rose would look. So this is a white rose, which could maybe clash because it's white with some of the colors that we have, but because I am transitioning this area to mostly like light colored and white colored flowers, I'm okay with it clashing this year. Another option that I thought about putting here was a Coco Loca, which is my favorite rose, or probably one of my favorite roses. I don't know if I have one single rose. Okay, let me give you a closer look at this rose. So I do love this just because I love the foliage on these. This is actually a Blanc Double de Colbert. This is it right here. And it gets about 4 to 5 feet tall and wide, so it does get pretty large, but I'm going to try to keep it pretty small if we add hydrangeas to this area. But I know, like I said, I know it's white, so it might clash with some of the colors, but you know, I'm okay with that for this season. Now this echinacea, although I do love echinaceas and I do love red, I don't remember putting this color in here. I thought I chose ones that are more of like those peachy tones on the other side over there, but I have this red. So instead of fighting it, I'm going to embrace her. I'm going to embrace this color, and I got more color to add to this area. So that's what we're gonna do. I do have some, I forget the name of these, but they're just a bulb, and they put up this beautiful like light pink flower, almost looks like a tiger lily, but it's not. I don't know what I was thinking putting it here. I think I don't know. I knew what I was thinking, but now I'm not loving it anymore. So I'm gonna take those out and maybe just put them in a pot and see how they do. So we're gonna put 2 roses on both sides, and then we will do we're gonna do this rustic orange GM over here. I love these because they are an evergreen in our zone. So let me show you guys the tag. So this is the rustic GM that we're gonna be adding. So we have 4 of these to put in the front. And then I have these 2 like urns here that just have an arborvitae. And I'm gonna add this Creeping Charlie and just 2 white petunias and this really cool grass. Let me show you. So this is a fiber optic grass, and it's a clumping grass, but I love the structure of it. And because you can see the back of this container when you're walking into our front door, I'm gonna plant it in the back. So that's what we're gonna be doing with these containers. And these will definitely move next year, but I do love them. So here are some of the other annuals and perennials we're going to be adding. So I do have this pink snapdragon, and I love, 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 love snapdragons, especially in arrangements. I think they're so beautiful. And these get 8 to 36 inches tall. So we'll be adding those. And then I have some more Tangerine Dream coneflower or echinacea. And these grow 18 to 24 inches tall and 24 to 30 inches wide. And I'm just obsessed with that color. So hopefully these will kind of blend in with that red one we have over there, kind of that rogue one. Now these are some of the annuals I got. I don't think there's a tag on this one. Let me see if there's a tag on this one. Yes. So this is a Portulaca. And I've heard it pronounced other ways, but the way that I pronounce it is Portulaca, and it is an annual. It's a succulent, and it doesn't require a lot of water, which is really nice. So I might plant those in the back. I'm not sure, but they grow 8 to 10 inches tall by 12 or 10 to 10 inches wide. So that's a really, really sweet annual. And again, since there was color there, or kind of that bright echinacea, I just wanted to embrace it and then add more bright colors. So this is a cool little mix because it shoots out these bright reddish pink flowers, these peachy ones, a light soft pink, and then these yellow flowers. So I'm excited. I've never grown these, so we'll see how it goes. I also have this Cora apricot vinca. I love vinca. I think they're just like such a sweet flower, and I might add these towards the back, kind of towards the some of the hostas on the other side of the bed. And these vinca grow 14 to 16 inches tall by 18 to 20 inches wide. So I'm super excited about these, and just like, look at that beautiful flower. Isn't that just so sweet and delicate? And then I have one more vinca back here. That's this one right here. Love that color. And this one is a tattoo tangerine vinca. Really, really beautiful. And again, this one grows 10 to 14 inches tall and wide, I'm assuming. Yes. So I'm super excited. Let me go ahead and lay these guys out, and then we will get started. All right, guys, doesn't this area just look so much better? I am so happy. So I definitely will need to go get more mulch just because I had to dig so many holes, and plus this area needed just another quick little layer. But I did cut back a little bit of the clematis. Now remember, if you are doing any summer trimming of like trees or vines, you want to remember the 3Ds. So only cut the damaged, the dead, and the diseased. I did cut some healthy branches, but again, we might just be removing it all together, so I didn't feel too bad. But I did cut back just a few branches of our maple as well. But I love the way everything turned out. It just looks so bright and cheery right now. I love it. So in the containers, again, I just planted the Creeping Charlie, the Optic Fiber Grass, and then the Superfina White Petunia. So I think this is going to just grow in really pretty. I'm really excited to see how that all looks. So yeah, I think again, we'll just do a quick layer of mulch. So now this area too looks so much better. I went ahead and just put in the Invincible Ruby Hydrangea. Now this area does get sun, but these can take sun. So I think it's going to be just fine, but I can't wait to see it grow in. Right over here, I did put 3 pineapple lilies. Those were the bulbs I showed you guys in the first video. And I completely forgot about them that day, but I remember them now, so I put 3 of them there. So I think they're gonna grow in really pretty. We got the cosmos. Everything is getting watered right now. And over here, we just kept this area super simple. I went ahead and just planted the vincas, and I also planted in a couple of these Peruvian daffodils. I'll put up a picture for you guys to see what they look like. But I think they'll grow nice and tall and kind of fill in this area really pretty. But yeah, the annuals, I will be feeding just a water-soluble fertilizer once a week. Everything else I will be feeding in springtime. You guys saw we used the Biotone for everything we did plant today, and then for the containers we used the slow-release fertilizer. So everything is nice and fed, and they should all be super happy. Probably not as happy as I am how everything turned out. Anyways, that's it for today's project, you guys. I hope that gave you some ideas of some colors that you can plant into your garden right now if you're looking to add a little bit of color. You know, some of these plants are new to me, so I'm just kind of excited to see how they do. And like I said before, I am looking to change that whole area. So just give me your guys' thoughts and ideas. Like, what do you think? Should I, you know, take out I think we'll take out the clematis either way and put the jasmine, but should we just leave that whole structure there, or should we plant some maybe trees? I don't know. Just give me your guys' ideas. I think, like I mentioned, like the hydrangeas would be really beautiful, and just kind of do like soft whites and purples in that area. So we'll see, but I'm definitely not going to do that this year. You know, there is those bright colors, so I just wanted to embrace what I had and get something that's going to complement them. So well, of course, we'll keep you guys posted on these, especially on our Facebook and Instagram page. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out with me today, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.